everybody, welcome back to my channel, unless of course you're new here, in which case, hi, hello, my name is Ashley, and welcome to my random little corner of the internet. As you can tell from today's title, we are doing my December TBR. I really contemplated not playing my game, because there's a lot of books that I really want to read. I say a lot. There's a few books that I really want to get to, and so I could just read those and not play my game, but where is the fun in that? So first off, we are going to go through the books that I got from my last month's TBR, minus one that fell off my table and into the abyss. It's okay, because it's the one I didn't read. I read all of these, or in the process of reading. Did not read that one. And it was The Handmaid's Tale, which I used for the card published before 2000. It was the only book that I had that was published before 2000. I had a couple that were published in 2000. It was the only one. And I think it was, 1984? Something like that. You know, everybody knows Handmaid's Tale. So in the stack, I did read Wings of Fire for a graphic novel pick. A Taste for Love. Oh, gave it 5 stars. It's great. Story's fun. It's a middle grade book. Story's fun. The art is beautiful. I know it also is in, just regular novel form. But, you know, graphic novel's fun. Gave it 5 stars. A Taste for Love by Jennifer Yen was a guest pick, which is my sister's pick, which was also our sister story swap book. Still in the process of reading that. So far, really enjoying it. Then for, I think this was for ebook. I should check this before I did this, but anyways. For ebook, I read Every Gift a Curse by Caroline O'Donoghue. Again, 5 stars. This is going to be a great month for reading. Was 5-star. Absolutely loved it. And yeah, that was for ebook. For color generator, where I got a navy blue color, I read Escaping from Houdini. Again, 5 stars. For a nonfiction book, I read Alison Stoner's memoir, Semi-Well Adjusted despite literally everything. Again, 5 stars. I almost cried several times. And now I just want to give her a big hug. Wings of Starlight was for, I don't remember the prompt. I genuinely don't remember what the prompt was for Wings of Starlight. I'm going to put it on the screen, because editing me will go back and figure it out. But I'm doing it on an audiobook, and I'm about a quarter of the way done. I might be able to finish it before the end of the day. I don't know. But because I'm filming this on the 30th. So I only have until the end of today to finish it. But I don't know. And then for book on Kindle Unlimited, I read The Rose Bargain, also 5 stars. Finished it last night. And then I found out that The Thorn Queen, which is the second book, doesn't come out till April. And I'm upset, because I really need to know what happens next. Also, this cover is stunning. And I hope that Fairy Loot does a special edition cover for Thorn Queen. Because honestly, the normal covers for these books aren't it. They're kind of boring compared. This is fun. I don't know. Anyways, so that is my wrap up for last month. Now we're going to get into my game. If you're new here and you have no idea what my game is, I have painted a little game board based off of Secret Garden. I'm very proud of it. Each different color cobblestone represents a different type of card that goes around the board. Easy peasy. So we're going to start rolling. I think, again, I like how I did that the past couple months, where I'm just going to roll all of my cards, and then we will discuss what books I pick for them at the end. So I'm going to switch you into overhead view, and we will pick those cards. Alrighty, here we go. We've got Mary here. Going to put her at the garden gate. Alright, just 2 d6 die. Don't mind my green fingers. I tried repainting my nails, and it failed horribly. Alright, first roll. I'm going to start with a 4. I'm going to sit down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is a teal colored card, which I believe is a numbers card. Alrighty. So for that, we're going to do a book that ends in an even number page. Is it not? There we go. It has an even number of pages. Okay. Roll number 2. Is another 3. Alright. 1, 2, and 3. That is a green, which is a cover page, which I only have so many cards of. Alrighty. That is a foil on the cover, which we always love. roll number 3. 4. This is going to be so many books. 1, 2, 3, and 4, especially because we landed on a hole in the ground. So for that, we roll 1 dice and see how many rolls or how many spaces I have to move back. 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That puts us back on that green. Hopefully I don't land on too many greens. I only have so many cards. So for that, we are doing a face on the cover. My cat wants to join the game as usual. He only bothers me this much when I am filming. Okay. Alrighty, we got a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That is a dark purple, which is a random card, which I have plenty of. So for this one is a book I didn't buy. So if someone else purchased it for me, or I won it in a giveaway, or I picked it up in a little free library, whichever the case may be, just a book I didn't buy. Alrighty, another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dang, 6. We missed the bridge. So, a 6 is a light brown. Okay, so we have light brown. I need to mark these somehow. So I have a light brown, like a cream, and then a dark brown. So the light brown is a title card. And for that, it is a book with a 1-word title. Easy peasy. Medicine for them. Alrighty, 4, roll number 1, 2, 3, 4. We're on roll 6 already. Okay. 4, roll number 6. We got a 4. Nope, that's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We did miss the other hole, so that's good, but that's another title card. For that, it is a book that starts with an A. I know that in my cards, I have a book that starts with an A, an S, an H, an L, and an E, so it spells out my name. So that's where we got, starts with an A. Alrighty, roll number 7 is a 5. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is another random card. And for that is a book that I got secondhand, which I have plenty of on my shelf. I shop at Goodwill and thrift stores a lot for books. Roll number 8. We gotta be getting to the end. We don't want a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we can't get a 7. So, it is a 3. 1, 2, and a 3. Another title card. Okay. I have a lot of things that I can't get the... There we go. Alrighty, for this one, it is a starts with an L. Oh my goodness. Okay, for roll number 9. I'm not going to be able to read 9 books this month. We will figure it out. Okay. That is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That is a red card. It's like a rusty red, which is an author card. For that, we get a new to me author. I should have something. We'll see. And for our final roll, I don't even really need to roll, but I'm going to anyway. That's a 6. It does put us in the garden. And at the end, I always just pulled another random card. So for that, it's a book I know nothing about. I'm sure there's something on my shelf that I don't know about. But let's flip it around and see what books I picked. Alrighty, so clearly, December is going to be a lot. But that's okay. Because like for 2 weeks out of the month, like the kids aren't at school, and so I don't have to like stop to go get anybody. That does mean that audiobooks are a little harder to do, but that's okay. It's fine. Usually I also don't double up on prompts. Usually I do 1 prompt per book. This month might be a little different. Because I do have several in here that could, be multiple. But we're just going to go down the list and we're going to show the books that I grabbed for each prompt. So first off, I pulled a book with an even number of pages. And for that, this is one of the books that I wanted to get to this month, is Project Hail Mary. I was already really wanting to get to it because everybody says it's really good. Here's proof that it ends in an even number of pages. There's 478. But then when we went to go see Wicked for Good, there was a trailer for the new movie, and it does look really fun, and so now I really want to read it before I go watch the movie. So, even number of pages, Project Hail Mary. However, this also works for a book I didn't buy, because my husband, this is one of the books my husband bought me for my birthday. So, I need to like angle this so it's not catching the ring light. So it could work for 2, but for right now, it's just working for even number of pages. Either way, I think this is definitely a book I'm going to get to. There's books in here that I'm just going to be like, if I get to it, I get to it. But like, this is going to be one of the first ones I read because I'm really excited for it. Next book. The prompt is foiling on the cover, which I have quite a few. However, this one came out last month, and it's one of my most anticipated books of the year, and that is I, Medusa by Ayana Gray. If this is her first adult novel, but I'm pretty certain the only other thing that she's written is the Beast of Prey series, and it's phenomenal. So I'm very excited to read this one, and as you can see, lots of gold foiling. But this also works for face on the cover. But we're going to stick to just foiling on the cover. Because, obviously, my next prompt was face on the cover. And this was another book. See, I think I was able to fit all the books that I was really jonesing to read in this TBR. I think so. So, like, we're good. So, for face on the cover, I went with Holly by Adeline Grace. This is the holiday novella. It says novella. The size says otherwise. But this is the holiday novella that goes with Belladonna, Wisteria, and Foxglove, which I loved. Like 5 stars all the way through. This is the Barnes & Noble edition, which means the colorway is just a little different. I can't remember what the other one is. I'll put it on screen. But it does. All of them have beautiful, like, naked covers and really pretty end papers. So, I'm very excited. I was waiting until, like, the holiday season to read it. So, I'm excited. And also, like, it's foiled. So, both this and I, Medusa, work for face on the cover and foiling on the cover. So you know, it works. The next card I pulled is for book I didn't buy. Like I said, I already had, like, technically, my husband also bought Holly for me. He bought Project Hail Mary, and I think there's one other... No. Those are the only 2 books in here that he purchased for me, and then I purchased everything else that's in the stack. However, for this prompt, this will be for my sister's Story Swap book. Whatever book my sister's getting me, ideally, she would have already given it to me, because I gave her hers on Thanksgiving. However, she is in charge of cooking. She put that on herself. She does the cooking for Thanksgiving. So the fact that she forgot to order my book, we're not judging. We are not judging. I will hopefully get it on Wednesday when we go to dance. That will be after this goes up. So just like last month, I will make a little short saying this is what it is. And the prompt that we made for this month is just a holiday themed book. I gave her The Nightmare Before Christmas by Sarah Raish, which I adored. So cute. So hopefully she does too. I know that she likes Sarah Raish's writing style because of The Night of the Witch. She really, really liked that one that she gave me for a witchy read. So I think that she will like it for a holiday themed one. So yeah, so for a book I don't or didn't buy, it's just gonna be whatever book she gets me. I think I know what she's gonna get me because she talked about it at the beginning of the year, and I think it's gonna be not Madeline Quinn, Megan Quinn's Christmas book from last year, not the new one she just released. She could switch it up and give me that one. I don't know, but we will see. Look for that short. The next prompt was a 1-word title. Again, there are 3 books in this stack that work for this. We've got Holly. We've got the book I'm talking about and a book that's later on. But for 1 book, 1 prompt, we are going to go with Witchlings by Claribel A. Ortega. This is a middle grade book. I don't know a whole lot about it. We've got, let's see, if it says, her name is Seven Salazar. Her first name is Seven. Okay, cool. But they're witches. They're like 12, 13, something like that. They're gonna go, they have to do some sort of ceremony to become full-fledged witches. Fun. Is it more Halloween-y? Sure, but you can just read witchy things all year round because why not? And I bought this a couple years ago at one of my daughter's book fairs, and I've been excited to read it. So here we go. It's going on the TBR. Will I read it? I don't know. This is one of those, it's like, if I get to it, I get to it. If not, it's fine. So yes, 1-word title, Witchlings. Next up, we got, starts with a And for that, I am going with All I Want for Christmas by Maggie Knox. This one is definitely one, obviously, I want to get to this month because it is Christmas. I don't want to read this in January or February, you know, like this is really the only month that I can get to this. Maybe November. But I do want to get to it, you know, now instead of a year from now. I have read The Holiday Swap, which I did give her last month, my sister last month, for a book featuring food, because The Holiday Swap is about two sisters who, they're twins, and so they swap places, and one runs a bakery in their hometown, and one is joining a reality style, like, Great British Bake Off type show. So, that one was really cute. I really liked the writing style. It was very, like, Christmas Hallmark movie. So that's kind of what I'm gonna assume this one is gonna be too, and I'm excited about it. So, All I Want for Christmas starts with an A. Here we go. For the next one is a secondhand book. There are at least, actually no, there are only 2 secondhand books in this pile. They both work for this one and the next one. I'm just going to show you both cards. So we have secondhand book, and we have starts with an L. It starts with L. Both of these books are secondhand books, and they both start with L. So if I don't get to one, I might double up, and they just both work for the prompt. So first we have Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus, which, I mean, I feel like we all know this one. It's an Apple TV show with Brie Larson. It's about a chemist who, she's a woman in the 40s, the 50s, something like that, where, oh, it's the 60s. And, you know, women are supposed to be in the kitchen. And she ends up having a cooking show that, something having to do with science. I don't exactly fully know, but the show looks great, and I do want to read it. I've heard the book is good. Like, it's not one of those, like, this you have to slog through, but the show is, yeah, it's going to be good. So, we have Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus, and then we also have Legend by Mary Lou. So, they both start with L. They both came from Goodwill. One of them will get read this month. I will try my hardest to read at least one of these two. For the next one, we have a new to me author. This one, I don't... Technically, this could go with Book I Know Nothing About too, which is my last one. Purely because I bought... The cover is beautiful, and the title was fun. So we have Violet Thistlethwaite is Not a Villain Anymore, by Emily Krempholtz. So I know I haven't read anything by her because this is her debut novel. Like I said, no idea what it's about, but like, look how cute that cover is. This dragon is breathing flowers. And then we have a knife. I don't know. I have no clue what it's about. I got it from Book of the Month because the cover was pretty. And then for our last book is a book I know nothing about. This is another one that would probably be better suited for spooky season. I don't care. I don't know what it's about. I only bought it because of the author, and that is Hemlock and Silver by T. Kingfisher. Oh my goodness. If T. Kingfisher writes it, probably gonna read it. They do such a good job of, like, being spooky, but not, like, I can't sleep at night spooky. So, I'm very excited. No clue what it's about. I've heard good things, but no idea. Not a clue. I don't know if we're solving murders or ghost stories or what. No clue. All I know is that she wrote it, and I'm reading it. So, it fits this prompt. But yes, that is going to wrap up my TBR for December. I feel like I should run bets on if I'm going to finish it. It's not likely. It is very unlikely that I finish it. But we're gonna give it a go. Let's see if I can lift up this stack. I need a thumbnail. Whoa! That can be the thumbnail. So that is a stack. That is a stack. Books I know for sure that I'm going to get to are going to be Project Hail Mary, I, Medusa, and Holly, and All I Want for Christmas. For certain. I will be reading those. Other than that, do not know. Oh, and then whatever book my sister gives me. Other than that, it is a toss-up. But it's alright. We're going to read. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. So, that brings us to the end of this video. Let me scoot these guys out of the frame. Kind of? Not really. He's still there. It's fine. That's gonna wrap up this video. As always, for my TBR videos, what are you reading this month? Do you have something really excited planned? Are you saying, screw it, it's the end of the year, I'm not reading at all? Like, you've already met your goal for the year and you're like, I'm just sleeping or relaxing or eating or watching silly Christmas movies. That's fine. It's totally fine. It's valid. But if you are reading, what are you reading? What are you most excited to get in December? But yeah, that's going to wrap up this video. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, as well as that big red subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're always notified every time that I upload. And until next time, bye!